Hello, dear friends. If you want to learn the secrets of the universe, think in terms of frequency, vibration, and energy. You could see the past, the present, and the future at the same time. Nikola Tesla. Opinion piece. Return of the Spirit. 2023 is the year. Operation Rescue. Paradigm Shift. Spiritual Rebirth. Geomagnetic Reversal. The Earth's Overturning. Noises in the Stratosphere. Let's start. 2023 is the year of the return of the Spirit according to Gobra. It refers to a spiritual renaissance on a collective level. This implies a paradigm shift in which the spiritual is more highly valued and a deeper connection to meaning and purpose in life is sought. It also implies a spiritual renewal, an awakening of consciousness, or a rediscovery of connection to the transcendental. Evolved people may feel that there is no longer darkness on the higher energetic planes, and that it is now easier to connect with their causal body during meditation. Humankind is on its way to join the Galactic Federation after the final defeat of the dark side, which comprises the former minions of the Draco Empire, according to Dr. Michael Salla. The secret teachings of Yeshua Jesus focused on establishing a connection to an inner light that is part of the universal God, but the Vatican suppressed these teachings after becoming the state religion on the Roman Empire under Emperor Constantine, and after capping the original teaching at the Council of Nicaea and leaving it reduced to only 4 official Gospels that are incomplete. The activation of the Portal of Light on May 1st was a great success, with some 160,000 people participating. The energy pulse was very strong but gentle, sending the purest energies of cosmic love from galaxy M87 to the surface of the planet. The pulse has corrected the planetary timeline, reducing the probability of a conventional world war from 33% to 27%, and the probability of a major financial crisis from 37% to 32%. Opinions. Pluto in Aquarius would eventually cause the collapse of the financial system, and inflation would eventually lead to civil unrest. Martin A. Armstrong, a well-known economist, predicts that Western civilization will collapse around September 2024. His P-confidence model is based on the theory that the economic and financial events follow a repetitive and predictable pattern that can be related to the number P and its mathematical properties. According to this theory, the confidence of investors and economic agents fluctuates according to predictable patterns and is related to economic cycles. Mobile phones have become a method of social control because they can collect personal data and user behavior. This information can be used by various entities, such as businesses and governments, to conduct analytics, target advertising, collect demographic information, or monitor activities. This constant data collection can capture images of privacy and individual autonomy. The tipping of the Earth. Everyone knows that the Earth's magnetic pole north of the compass has been shifting from Canada towards Siberia for years, forcing constant adjustments to the compasses of aircraft, ships, and satellites. This has encouraged the hypothesis of a magnetic pole shift or reversal, as has happened in the Earth's past and as some prophecies have foretold. But no one knows when this will happen or how fast the Earth will tip over, and it is even possible that the planet's axis of rotation could be straightened. The Earth's magnetic field is a natural shield that stops the solar wind and cosmic rays. In recent decades, there have been clear signs that the Earth's magnetic field is weakening and that it is heading towards a pole reversal. Scientists warn that this phenomenon is beginning with a weakening of the magnetic field, which could lead to radiation from space hitting the surface of the planet. According to Cobra, a huge tidal wave would sweep across the entire surface of the Earth during a physical pole shift. A magnetic pole shift is a natural phenomenon in which the Earth's magnetic poles reverse. It is to say, the magnetic North Pole becomes the magnetic South Pole and vice versa. Scientists know that through the history of planet Earth, the magnetic poles have reversed many times. Mass extinctions would occur once every 13,000 years, according to Cobra. Earth's magnetic field would be in the earlier stages of the magnetic pole shift. We now have not just the North and South Pole, but multiple magnetic poles. This means that the magnetic pole shift will happen soon, but we are not alone in this process. Before the pole shift, the galactic forces of light would evacuate beings who want to live to their motherships. Some doomsday preparations are being organized for this potential cataclysm. If people want to survive, they must escape and hide in the high mountains. These people adopt self-protection and survival measures, stockpile food and water, learn survival skills, have safe shelters, and acquire supplies for emergency situations. Definition: Earth overturning or polar overturning, also known as magnetic pole reversal, refers to the phenomenon in which the Earth's magnetic poles exchange position. The magnetic North Pole is near the Earth's geographic North Pole, and the magnetic South Pole is near the geographic South Pole. This means that the magnetic North Pole moves towards the geographic South Pole, and vice versa. This phenomenon has been demonstrated in the geological record and has been found to have occurred several times in Earth's history. A geomagnetic reversal is a change in a planet's magnetic field, such that the positions of magnetic north and magnetic south are swapped. The Earth's magnetic field has alternated between periods of normal polarity, when the direction of the field was the same as it is today, and reverse polarity, when it was the opposite. According to official science, there have been 183 reversals in the last 83 million years, on average once every 450,000 years. The last one occurred 780,000 years ago, which indicates that we are outside the statistical average. A change in the Earth's axis of rotation refers to a phenomenon in which the imaginary axis around which the Earth rotates undergoes a change in orientation. Normally, the axis of rotation remains relatively stable over long periods of time, but there are factors that can cause changes in this orientation. One of the factors that can contribute to a shift in the axis of rotation is the redistribution of land mass as a result of tectonic movements. For example, the movement of large ice masses during ice ages may have caused shifts in the Earth's axis. In addition, the gravitational interaction between the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun may also influence this axis of rotation. These changes in the axis of rotation can have effects on various aspects, such as the distribution of continents weather and seasons. A disaster? The reversal of the planet's magnetic poles would almost completely deprive the planet of protection from charged particles from the solar wind and other forms of space radiation, accelerating the evolution of a species and impacting the lives of humans. Geologists predict, even with Earth's current strong magnetic field, we are still susceptible to solar storms that could damage our wired electricity-based society. Such disasters, researchers say, accelerated the evolution of animals and plants on Earth, interfered with the migrations of birds and other animals. Today, it would cause problems with transmission lines, destroy all satellites in orbit, and render artificial intelligence null and void. Scientists hope that humankind has time to prepare for the next change before it happens. Are they too optimistic? Global collapse. Could magnetic pole shift collapse civilization? Russian scientists warned that the possible shift of the Earth's poles could bring about the collapse of civilization. The chairman of the Academic Council of the Siberian Department of the Russian Academy of Sciences, Nikolai Dobretsov, warns of the risks that could be posed by a reversal or shift of the planet's magnetic poles. However, it is impossible to predict it with any accuracy. According to him, the pole shift could lead to a collapse of civilization. The planet's magnetic field would weaken by several dozen times, which would lead to a number of problems. Electricity would cease to be generated, the ionosphere would be destroyed, and cosmic radiation could reach the Earth's surface. Mobile phones and the internet would stop working. In the face of these potential dangers, Siberian scientists are calling for a joint effort. According to Dobretsov, it would be necessary to develop a long-term program of measures for the protection of humankind. He also considers it necessary to strengthen the monitoring of the state of the Earth's magnetic field, which can be done in Antarctica. Volatility. Goldilocks and seeds of wisdom. As the debt ceiling decision looms, market futures are currently pointing towards the red. We have many large investors who have come into cash waiting to see what happens with this decision. This creates a volatile market situation. We are seeing people putting their money into investments such as gold and cryptocurrencies to secure their money during this transition period. The mass adoption of digital assets in gold and other commodities is fast becoming the most profitable way forward. Reevaluation of everything according to Goldilocks. The QFS will have all platforms complete and ready to populate the entire world as of July 1st, 2023, according to his personal opinion. Many economists believe that we are in what is called trading ranges for the first few years to a decade. This is another way of saying that markets will trade in a range of 1 to 3%. This will increase productivity, but it is expected to expand productivity through artificial intelligence more than people. Artificial intelligence can be very useful if the right questions are asked and the right answers are selected, but it would be useless in the hands of a fool. People will turn to alternative sources for income growth opportunities outside of traditional credit lines. At this point, the adoption of gold and the digital economy for growth at the consumer level seems an avoidable path. The East and Western half of our world is beginning to formulate digital currency opportunities with each other, allowing the exchange of foreign currencies at the push of a button. Curious, elderly Sekas bear fruit for the good people of Ukraine after 20 years in a cage. World population is a fallacy. The cities are empty. Did they manage to reduce the population? Gamma brainwaves could be the key to teleportation, flight by thought technology, and the activation of space arcs, according to Dr. Michael Sala. Extraterrestrials could be listening to our radio signals, according to a study. A new study reveals the widespread presence of environmental DNA in the sky, including allergens and pathogens. Stunners. The most amazing sounds of the year received their award in London. Mysterious rumblings in the Stratosphere. A group of researchers sent giant solar balloons to 21,336 meters altitude to record sounds, and the microphones picked up some unexpected noises. Mysterious ultra-low frequency noises detected in Earth's atmosphere, and scientists can't explain them. Many of the sounds captured can be attributed to natural phenomena, such as solar winds, air currents, and other atmospheric processes. It is also possible that some of the sounds are due to humankind's activity, such as the emission of radio signals of the vibration of objects on Earth. Surface and buried chemical explosions, thunder, ocean wave collisions, propeller planes, city sounds, suborbital rocket launches, earthquakes, and perhaps even goods trains and jet planes have been recorded, but there are sounds whose origin is far from clear. Transport. The electric car boom unleashes a 57% drop in palladium from 2022 highs. Ferrari has no intention of phasing out its combustion engines. Flying taxis arrive in Spain between Mallorca and Ibiza. The minimum fare for a trip is €700, but the aim is to bring it down to €95 per person. Talgo receives the largest train order in its history and soars by 10%. Talgo extends its agreement with Germany with a record order for 56 trains worth €1.4 billion. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.